My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Darkest Dungeon. Here in the Darkest Raptopia, the second state thereof. Alright, we've got our frontline Fortier, Man-at-Arms, new Man-at-Arms that is, with hard-skinned and fated, as well as two negatives that don't even suck. Oh, it's so good. We've got a Ruins Tactician Bounty Hunter that just upgraded his weapon, as well as has extra stun chance with the Flashbang, and Slugger. Damn, that's going to be a ridiculous amount of damage on you. We've got a Plague Doctor who is on guard, so we're definitely going to be able to hit that Plague Grenade, or those blinding gases, or possibly that Noxious Blast in the first turn when needed. And then we've got Monty the Apprentice Vessel with the Cherugian's Charm, as well as the Seer Stone. Unfortunately, we don't have any other way of getting scouting in the party, but we really want these deeds. We want that money. We want that long dungeon. We want the Feather Crystal. We want everything about it. That's provision. Been a long time since I've done a long dungeon, so I don't know exactly what to take. I'm pretty sure it's like 2.5 stacks of everything, but I'm gonna slightly over-prepare on that. 2, 3, 3, 2. I think that's right. Pretty sure that's right. I desperately tried to get our new Highlander, what's his name? Highwayman, into this build. It didn't work out.
Pace out the halls of your lineage once familiar, now foreign.
Trying to backtrack as little as possible, so just had a quick look at the map. Seems like we'll be able to backtrack a reasonably small amount.
Waiting to be spent.
There's still going to be some backtracking, but there's always some backtracking. Nice blight. And she's dead. Beautiful. Go for the stun on you. Simply because the overtime bleed damage is going to be a real bastard. That's exactly what I was worried about. 5 isn't huge, but 5 isn't nothing.
Unforeseen. Unforgiving.
Rampart stun might actually hit you for the 3, and it does. Beautiful, so you're done with. Nope, never mind. Apparently it doesn't stun.
Press disadvantage.
Let's just remove you from the game. Good gosh. I don't think we're actually going to be able to get a heal. Wow! So many people are faster than you. What the fuck? Still did nothing, thankfully. But jeez!
The onslaught. Destroy them all.
It sucks that I'm going to lower your speed by 1, but the 10% scouting chance is actually going to be huge. Oh, you know what I could do, though? I didn't leave myself space for it. Okay, as soon as I get space in my inventory, I'll drop the anti-venom, actually, just so that I can do this. Because your stun is already really high chance. 135, and no one's really going to resist that. But your stun is now all the way up to 100 plus 35. 135, so it's 135 on each of you. I feel better about that. I don't want the slower effect on my Plague Doctor. He's so fucking fast! How are you doing that? I have 11 speed, you have 8. Stop going faster than me. It's breaking the law. Also, please don't dodge, like... yikes. Right, you're dead. You aren't dead, unfortunately. This is just not good. Not a good start to a dungeon. A lot of dodges, a lot of damage. A lot of stress as well. Okay, it's fine that he dodged that, just because he doesn't need to take that hit right now. You're faster, so I should roll my damage against you, but I'll actually just roll a stun against you. I'm not certain I'll be able to take you out. You, I'll probably act faster than... Nice! Crit heal. Thank you very much.
Slowly, gently. This is how a life is taken.
Should have stunned. There's no reason I shouldn't have just rolled that stun there. Oh well. Roll the blight on the character that has the defense. I'll yort through the group. That was just to try and get the debuff on you while also killing the other one. It did kill the other one, just didn't get the debuff.
The wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
If only we had stress lower.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
Can't really throw anything away for starting a stack of Jade right now. And I'm not going to be coming back this way, so I am going to open this with the key.
Packs laden with loot are often low on supplies.
If I can't start for a stack of Jade, I'm definitely not starting for a stack of Citrine.
Seems bent on preventing passage.
That has a map inside, that's really handy. I mean, it's... There we go. Jeez. For a second there, it looked like that map was not going to give me anything. Instead, it's giving me a hell of a lot. Thank you. Right, room battle with Curio all the way up here. Now we need to start ignoring... Oh, thanks. Now we need to start ignoring Curios. Because we're going to be backtracking through a lot of this. Pop the torch again.
A blazing star is born.
Stun or damage on the back line. Stun or damage on the back line. It's gotta be the damage. If it doesn't start now, when does it?
Diminished.
Okay. That is gonna be really good, though. Knock you to the back where you'll only ever do the harmless poke. In fact, you're now done. Because you unstun, do harmless poke, which isn't going to do anything. Sorry, start your turn, do harmless poke, which isn't going to do anything, and then you die on the next turn. If this stuns, beautiful. Huh. Dealt with two of them already. Fuck it, I'll stun you too. Stun them all. And unfortunately, I inverted the party position, so now I need to do 4 more damage to the Brigand Cutthroat. Fuck. Yeah, that's about the speed of things I do.
Wounds of war can be healed, but never hidden.
Beautiful. Both of those are going to die, likely before the Brigand even gets a turn. Oh, right. Never mind. That's not going to happen, as it turns out. That's a lot of damage. Yikes, man! High rolls! Please stop punishing the only man who can't take. It's mostly just downright rude. Also, I'm pretty sure Plague Doctor is a lady. When I said only man, wrong. The only character in my party, rather, who can't take it right now. I do want to start a stack of emeralds, though.
Insidious killer.
That's a rough... That was not good. That was rough. Okay, I go all the way up here. No way to go. What's the best way to do this? So that I can collect a hell of a lot of it in low light. Room battle with treasure. I mean, I'm gonna eventually have to camp. So I'd turn the light on in that room and then I'd camp, but that's a bad idea because then that just turns my light back on. I want to camp when I get to this room. I poke my head out, open that curio, go back into that room, camp. So if I go down here, then I have to come back. Then I have to come back again in order to pick it up in darkness after I clear this side. Or I go up, clear that side, turn into darkness, go back down, go over to this room battle and do it in darkness. I might have to do a room battle in darkness. In which case, up and then down is going to be the same. Okay. What do you mean, wait, let's collect ourselves? We're fine. Nice. Good plague grenade. No resists. Unfortunately, I can't hit the back line, but I can move their Bone Courtier forwards by moving someone behind, so that now we can. Good.
Destroyed.
More than fine to overkill just to get that result. Okay, now you're dead as well, right? Blight. Free Blight. Okay. That worked really, really well. Sure, there was a lot of wasted damage in there, but having two characters dead before they ever get a chance to move, huge. It's pretty big. We'll stun the guy with the super high crit chance. Never mind, we won't stun him.
As the fiend falls,
I thought we would, but apparently we won't. We'll stun the guy with the crit. Never mind, I accidentally killed him. I was trying to roll the stun. You have to believe me. I didn't mean to kill him, officer. I was trying to stun him.
Sedated.
I can out-heal this guy's damage, so I don't feel too bad about healing instead of stunning or anything like that. Yeah, fine, you're dead. It's 5, 4. Unnecessary crit, but sure.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
Yeah, that's just gonna be left. Oh well. Yikes. Your disarm chance should be amazing, and it is. So here's the thing. Now it's loot, 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 go into the other room and fight in darkness. But I'm not even going to have the ability to really take much of the loot that I get here. Come on. I turned the light out entirely, and I used the key on the sarcophagus, and I got, like, nothing.
Wealth beyond measure. Awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
I do want boss, but I want portraits more. So that's all she wrote on that. Hunger, nice. Nice because it frees something up for me. I'll have the bounty hunter open this one, just in case he gets insight into the world and becomes a better ruins person. Better than crests? Yeah, bust better than crests right now. That's pretty good. Crests that I can't take.
Could staunch the flow of otherworldly corruption.
See, this is mighty unfortunate. Having to walk through so many things, just not looting any of them, feels bad. I can't get surprised here because I've seen the battle already. But unfortunately, it also means I can't surprise them. If the Rampart Shield Man acts before... Oh, he does. Oh, ho, ho. Insanely powerful. I love it. Stun you. Yikes. That's unfortunate. Both of those get one more action right now, so... It really depends which one I want to stop. That one's going to do rush shot, so I'll try and stop you from getting another action. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. Oh well.
Eradicated.
Rush shot has low accuracy, so I'm not too worried about it. You're very likely to do Rain of Whips or something stupid like that, and you've got high stun resist right now, so I'm actually just going to set up Retribution. Punishment on the back line. Rude. That was unexpected. Gonna have to do some self-healing now. Alright. Popping as much damage as I possibly can. Hopefully one of my other characters acts so I can stun you before your turn. Beautiful. Yep. Nothing doing. This should be a party heal. Solid crit to try and reduce a little of the stress that we've incurred. Nice. The bonus I get for attacking a human and the bonus I get for attacking a stun target seems to have cancelled one another out there. And it came down pretty much just to the crit bonus. I'm not going to do 10 damage in a single shot, or rather I shouldn't guarantee, or sure, I shouldn't rely on that. You slap me one, I'll slap you back. Okay, now I can actually take a turn to just relax for a while. Because you are now dead in the next round, which means there's no reason for me to fight you at all. You move directly forward. I'll just hit that. My goal now is just do some party healing. Remove some dots. Nice. Would be stress reduction if I had the ability.
Victory. Perhaps the turning point.
Onyx stack will have to start soon. I'm gonna throw 2 busts to start the Onyx stack. That's rough. Also, that's my final key. I think I'm okay with throwing away my final key right now. You just gave me, like, straight up nothing. That's garbage through and through. Wow.
Ancient traps.
Here's a fight as well. Hey, we surprised him. Good. That should actually be, like... Never mind. I mean, if we can't hit him, it's gonna make this a little bit harder. We'll go for the kill rather than anything slower. Resists. Nice. I'd give her a stunning buff, but she needs the healing buffs. Kinda her thing. Wasn't really hoping you'd act next.
Confusion.
Extra stress for some rounds.
And panic.
Alright, the healer is just going to be doing healing from now on. Like, every single round will just be heal, 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 heal. Stun you. Let's go with the tank first. Nice. Very nice. Really didn't want that, but I did have to roll for some damage there.
This expedition at least promises success.
We don't have to rest until we get all the way up here, so you're fine for a while.
Darkness closes in, haunting the hearts of men.
Can't start a stack of those. Citrine and Jade are pretty much the only two that I won't start any stacks of right now. Obviously rubies and rubies and sapphires, well, that's a different story, as you might imagine. Man. Whoa! Calm down with the hunger procs right now, game. That's 3 fucking hunger procs that I've had in a tiny space. 3? 4. I think it might have been 4.
Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
We're at the point where I might be half rationing for these camps. Not happily, mind you, but it might have to happen. Okay, so that is a battle, so now I want to go back. I can ignore these 2 rooms at the bottom if I so choose. Might end up being the case as well.
Circle in the dark. The battle may yet be won.
See, I really do want to lower their stress as well, so... Alright, you've got Sanctuary. We don't have any religious companions, so that's just a little bit of prot and a little bit of stress less. Removes disease, but we don't have any disease on any of the characters. Tactics is definitely a good idea. Plus 10 dodge, plus 3 crit. I'd like to get tracking. Do I have anything else that I'd want to use alongside it, though? Like pep talks and stuff. Okay. For this one, we'll use the full. Unfortunately, we just don't have a lot of reduction. For stress, that is, in the party. Self-only, you lower stress, and then you remove blight on... nope. Right. I kind of want to risk the nighttime ambush, because that's 4 cost just to prevent nighttime ambush. This would reduce 10 stress in the party and give out a bunch of... it's not even that much. Tactics definitely happens. Plan takedown doesn't even want to happen. Like, how often am I going to be triggering it? Yeah, may as well use Sanctuary. And then I'll pep talk on a character who's getting a little bit more stress than I'd like.
The light, the promise of safety.
I'm already ignoring this room, right? Yeah, because I chose not to go around this loop because it's 2 obstacles. So if I'm already ignoring that room, I need to visit one of these rooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So yeah, I can only ignore 2 rooms. So if I'm ignoring that one, I can't ignore both of these. Oh well. Thankfully, there don't appear to be any more obstacles in my way. At least not immediately visible ones. Okay, this is not a bad battle. Here we'll actually be stunning the back line rather than killing.
Back to the pit.
That's not how that was supposed to happen. Alright, guess I'm... That... Ugh. Alright. Doing over 2 turns, I guess. Beautiful, nice crit. Unfortunately, didn't even lower anyone else's stress. As I expected, this one got its action off. Now it won't get another action afterwards. Nice crit, but that's not going to stun.
As the light gains purpose,
I shouldn't have rolled that. I should have rolled the attack.
and purpose is made clear.
Alright, everyone sucks at aiming here. That makes me feel a lot better about how little we seemed to have any effectiveness. Two journal pages, jeez.
A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Contents of mine. A little bit of money. That was just enough money to finish a stack as well. 2 bone rabble means nothing. Alright, you're stunned, you're done, so let's see if we can kill this one in time. Beauty. Not really much can be done now. Beauty. We can just wait on this? I guess try and... See, this is where I really want the stress heals. That was just looking for a crit on any of my characters. Shouldn't have done it on that character. That character has no stress, but didn't turn out to matter.
Executed with impunity.
We then rolled with the character that had high crit. Oh, yeah, no, I can turn the light out for a large majority of that, in fact.
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Come on! That's not good. I just don't want stress. Very nice. Stun to the back line. Pretty much now guarantees I don't have to deal with a brigand. Fuse a little. Nice dodge. It's not an impossibility that I just take this guy out with a single swing. Despite that, the correct action is for the kill, is to roll the stun. This one's going to be focused because he's already got stun resist, so instead I'll roll the stun on the front brigand cutthroat. As I said, that one's going to be focused. This one now gets the stun. Beautiful. I easily could have done that a little less thoughtfully and completely wasted some of my damage there. You're now dead to your next proc. Beautiful. Didn't exactly work out how I'd like, but, you know, when do things. Big old bellow. Body heal. Nope, didn't work.
Is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
That's a new line. Compassion is a rarity in the fevered pitch of battle.
Push on to the task's end.
That one isn't a new line, though. Alright, Crests, you're going out. As soon as we finish this battle, we turn all the lights off. And turn the lights down low. Alright, stun up the back line. Do I want to use a shovel to open that? Nice dodge.
Be gone, fiend.
Just the... I don't care if I dodge in response. It still sucks. Do the same thing I did last time. Yep. Alright, fair enough. It got its actions next. Very likely to kill if it hits. Light, lower accuracy. I mean, my accuracy's already pretty low. Not statistically, maybe, but otherwise, definitely. Very nice. Keep my party at full. Oh, another key.
These nightmarish creatures can be felled. They can be beaten.
Very tempted to now throw away the medical herbs for the keys. I kind of want to throw away that one portrait as well, because if it doesn't stack, that's a rough one. It's rough, man. I don't want to get rid of any of these right now. That key effectively is just gotten rid of so that I can turn the light out and then open this.
Much worse than mere trickery and boogeymen.
1600? Is that worth it? I don't think so. Alright. Crate is empty. Makes sense. Don't spawn a battle in this hallway. Don't spawn a battle or a trap in this hallway. Don't spawn a battle or a trap in... Beautiful. Sack is empty. Yeah, fair enough. Right, now we'll track all the way back up to the top. All the way? Most of the way, at least. Okay, I'm quite pleased about this. Mostly in that it'll allow me to get rid of one of those holy waters that I'm kind of hoarding. Hunger proc I didn't want. Yeah, Heirlooms of Deed. Okay, those need to come out on the journey with us. Now we'll throw away the herbs. Okay. What is the thing here? It's another ritual booth. Actually gonna go to it. I'm gonna activate it on you. Stop stepping on my feet. Unfortunately took 12 and 11, yeah. That's a lot more stress than I wanted to take in the backtrack there, but now I can take a party rest.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
We don't need the HP, so there's no reason to go anything except for half here. Sanctuary. That's extra chance to surprise the monsters. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lower the stress by a little bit. Beautiful.
The way is lit. The path is clear.
Default party order is already here. Ooh, I mean, we did get the surprise on them, rather. But I don't know how I'm going to deal enough damage to the backline there to really make effective much of a difference. That didn't do it exactly how I was hoping. Okay, I guess I can let you have one attack. Or I can prevent your attack and then just leave these two. I can heal theirs more than I can... Okay. One goes down. It's just unfortunate that my response to the Brigand Fusilier is almost certainly going to be super wasteful in terms of actions. Because I can't leave it until I get the Man-at-Arms crash. That'll do it. Unless it doesn't bleed, in which case that won't do it, and that was fucking terrible. Should just roll the attack. There was no reason to play coy with that. Nice work on the slice and dice. Even nicer work on the slice and dice. Stun you to the back line. I think that might be the end of you. And it is. Beautiful.
Decimated.
Yep. Okay, now we can take as long as we like trying to do self-heals. It's really important we do all of this kind of stuff. Roll 2. Rolls 1. A lot of this is why I had such a harsh time beforehand. Alright, I'll just roll for the crit. Didn't work, but it was worth trying.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
We definitely don't need all of these torches anymore. Don't you fucking find a secret room, you piece of shit. Don't you ever find a fucking secret room here. I'll be so mad. Oh, they have 100% stun. Yeah, that's my bad. I 100% should have known that. I thought they had 50% stun resist, so I was like, yeah, no, I'll stun them, because I'm good at stunning, obviously. It turns out, no, not gonna happen like that. I just don't let this one act before my turn. Come on. Nope. I was gonna set up a retribution on him. Still gonna try, at least, I guess. Boom. Knock him back. This one hasn't acted yet, so we'll prevent it from taking a turn.
The blood quickens.
I did high roll eventually, but I was very unlikely to high roll and take out that maggot there.
Terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
So I was pretty sure my best action was leaving that for the man-at-arms. Turns out, no. Not at all. Fucking dodging everything. I kind of want to do body heal, fine. Man-at-arms didn't go in time, but overall I did end up healing. Good. Unfortunately, the stress was a little annoying.
Ghoulish horrors. Brought low and driven into the mud.
So I definitely overestimated the amount of torches I need, but to be fair, I also did specifically run low on torches in a few different points there, so it's understandable.
Some reward for a task well performed.
I have to hold on to the food. Can throw away the page. Beautiful. It's a solid amount of money, but I still feel pretty bad about the amount of heirlooms that we had to lose. Okay, no secret room. Well, we can be pretty much certain at this point that there was no secret room available at any point then.
Glittering gold, trinkets and baubles. Paid for in blood.
Okay. Can easily do that. Then I'll just pump the torch, go into this battle, because I knew there couldn't be a hunger proc immediately after, because there was no space for it to occur.
A singular strike.
Nice. This is a lot of what I want. If I can crit a bunch in this battle, especially considering I still have my crit buffs, and it doesn't really matter how much damage I take, just as long as I don't get crit a lot. As long as I deal more crits than I take, this is going to be a reasonable amount of stress healed. Okay, roll low damage, high crit things against him. That's one.
Decisive pummeling.
You don't have a high enough chance to crit, so I'll have you roll elsewhere. You also don't, so I'll have you heal the party, seeing if you get a crit on anyone, and then you'll roll.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Was definitely worth a try.
The great ruins belong to us. and we will find whatever secrets they hold.
So 9 deeds as well as the 2 that we got on the mission. 11 deeds, stack of crests, stack of busts, only 1 portrait, 2 extra busts. We could have gotten like, I think 8 extra busts and an extra stack of crests. Of course, how was I to know that we weren't going to need the shovel or the holy water? We did have 2 holy water procs, removing 60 stress there. That was huge. If I threw the holy water earlier and had the 60 stress still with me, I'd feel pretty bad about it. Fuck, you're curious. We have to remove that, like, instantly. I'm not running with a curious member in my crew.
A fresh irritant to some. A sanguine memory to me.
Faintry has become one with the pain and refuses to stop flagellating. God damn it. Courtney has returned from their personal trial of the body. Everyone else is feeling pretty good about themselves. Alright. For treating quirks and diseases, Fortier, you're definitely going in there. I'd love to lock one in while I lock one out, but I think you can do that maybe at a later level. Fated is pretty good. Yeah, Curious needs to be removed. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. There's no 2 ways about it. 100% that has to be removed. These people have a little bit of stress on them, but man, can I have a fucking Jester? Houndmaster. Okay, 1. We got 1. Flawed release, Ruins Phobe. Alright. I'm still gonna take you, but just know, I don't like you, and you don't like you, so just be aware of that, Gifford.
A lawman and his faithful beast. A bond forged by battle and bloodshed.
Once we have those 2 skills, that's going to be everything we ever need on you. I'm almost certainly going to run with this build, but depending on the row I'm in, I might end up going with this one. Cry Havoc is pretty big, though. I usually have a stunner in a different position. Blackjack is pretty good in terms of stun chance, and it stuns the first 3. But that means you'd effectively be... Consider the fact, like, you have to be in the first 2 to use it. It targets the first 3. Basic stun chance is 125%. That's an occultist stun. That is the occultist stun. Except the occultist stun... let's go over to it. Oh shit, it actually has a lower chance. Has a higher crit mod, does more damage, and lowers the torch. They're not super significantly different, and if I'm going to be doing that, I'll probably just have the occultist in row 2 anyway. So Gifford definitely just wants to sit there with the Cry Havoc. That's the first stress relief character I've really had offered to me. That's kind of rough. Absinthe. Grave Robber only. That's not that good. That said, Sacred Scroll is pretty good. No, it's not. What? It's horrible. Negative 30 stun skill. Why did I ever... Has it been nerfed? Let's have a wee bit of a look around. None of those look immediately heavily appealing. Except for this one, for the deeds, indeed. Let's have a look at our sort by level. Got a couple 2s at the top there. We definitely want to start getting Gifford up through the levels so that we can get Cry Havoc working with a bunch of different parties. I'm definitely going to want Gifford in a party that already has Kyugi in it, because Kyugi, I want to remove your stress. Excuse me. I want to remove your stress. And it'll be really handy if, like, my second liner and third liner are dealing most of the damage, you're just yawping, and then Gifford is doing the Cry Havoc. Especially since Gifford has a protection in Guard Ally, and Lick Wounds, a self-heal. You've also got a self-heal in Adrenaline Rush. We can get away with doing a single healer, someone like an Occultist. Occultist in second line, dealing damage and stun as well. Sounds good to me. Something like that will be concocted and played out before you in the next episode. My name has been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Darkest Dungeon. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.